Good morning. I wanted to show you what we worked on yesterday before we got into our walk. I'm coming back here. Hold on, I'll flip the camera. We're on the other side of the house, the side of the street. This is the polytunnel right there. And so we worked on the veggie patch. Okay, this was very kind of like that. See how it's kind of no clear. You can't really tell what's there. It's kind of like that as well. So here's our pathway in. And here is the veggie patch. Oh, spider webs. Spiders have been good at work. So we had right here an overgrown kale that had already gone to seed. So we planted some of the seeds right there in that spot. And you see we have some kale and a broccoli there. There's some raspberries. This is still alive, but it's really pokey. The birds like it. More kale, and then more raspberries. And the cool thing about that is Becky stood those up. We were able to weed underneath it, and she weaved a cool fence to kind of make, I'm going to show you this angle, so that they will stay up. And so then we're getting a path back here by cleaning up the brambles and things behind the raspberries. And so then over here, she had a pea plant. Look at that sun. She had a pea plant. It had gone to seed. So I took some of the seeds and planted it right there where the cage is. And throughout this whole day yesterday, we kept finding potatoes. She was like, oh yeah, there were potatoes. So we found all kinds of potatoes. And this is our black currant bush. We kind of pulled some of the inner parts out of that, which there still needs a little pruning. Raspberries, more raspberries. But we created a path, tied up those raspberries, staked up these guys so that you can walk between. That is a really good herb, all natural plant. I can't remember the name of it, but she makes a salve out of it. But you can walk all the way, and now you have a path beside the polytunnel and behind the polytunnel. That's the polytunnel in there. You can't really see it. And so we've moved this shed. We moved it. As you can see, there's clear ground. We twisted it, turned it, cleaned up all of this. And so yeah, here's our polytunnel. Here's the pathway. Here's the opening of the polytunnel right there. Let me show you inside. It's beautiful. There's trees, stuff growing, all kinds of fun things in there. And then here's our compost, which I've helped her with. We add to mostly green stuff. We've added cardboard to kind of help with the brown. And then this is where I just brought food scraps. These are great in colder climates because they don't have the heat. So you pour it all in there. And this little bin creates the heat for the compost to do its thing. So that is that. I know I've referenced this stuff in my walks, so I wanted to show you today. And here's the house. So here's the road I walk on every day. I go down that way. As you can see, it's very sunny this morning. It's beautiful. I go down this way to the end, turn around, and go down the opposite way. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to drop off this compost container and continue on with our walk. It is Tuesday. It's going to be a nice day. Bright, sunny. I think we have sun all morning. I think this is the first day. There's a few airplane trails as clouds, but those are the only clouds. Look at that. This is the first day we've had this much sunshine. It's been fabulous. Okay, here's our back door to our part of the house. Compost container, Beck. She's working on bread. It smells amazing in there. And I will proceed with our walk. Good morning. While it's sunny, it is still chilly. It's going to warm up quickly. I know, I can already tell. I'm not going to need my scarf or my hat while we're working. I think today I'm going to do some little detail work in that veggie patch I showed you. I wanted to trim that black currant a little more on the inside. She told us to prune the shape of it's nice, but it's too thick. So she wanted us to prune some of the inside branches, and that'll help it, I guess. I don't know, I've never had a black currant, but we made a black currant cobbler. I made one the night before last. Delicious. It's kind of tart, like a blackberry, sort of, but and just not as sweet. It's more tart, but oh my god, it's delicious. So yeah, I'll probably do that. And then Becky and I are gonna, one of the things she wanted us to do, I don't know if you noticed by the compost, there's a wood pile. And then she also has a main wood pile by the house. So she wants to combine them and bring everything to the house wood pile. Which makes sense for winter, you know, it's closer, easier to get to. So with it being so nice, I think that's what we're gonna work on. Yeah. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful Tuesday. Tuesday, September 23rd? Yeah, 23rd. Wow, time flies. Can't believe September's almost over. Wow, we have like 10 days and we're, 10 days and we're finished here. That's crazy. We were talking last night with Imogen about some of the things we still wanted to see. So we kind of made a plan and we were figuring it out with her schedule and our schedule. And, well, I mean, our schedule is flexible, but so I love that. She's trying to make sure we see some of the natural things that we wanted to see. So that's cool. All right, well, I'm going to cut this as I've already made it pretty long because of I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that we worked on and have worked on. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Look for those glimmers. I believe in you. I love you. And we will talk again tomorrow. Cheers.